Welcome to the AM Hookah Podcast. We regret to inform you that this is an unscheduled advertisement for our show Technical Difficulties. Are you a fan of AM Hookah? Do you like podcasts? Do you smoke hookah while listening to podcasts? Have you ever dreamed about watching a podcast live while they're smoking hookah, while you're smoking hookah, listening to your podcast? Well, you're in the right spot. This is the AM Hookah Podcast, weekly live, Mondays, 7:30 Eastern, and whatever time that translates to whatever time zone you live in. Give us just a moment. This is an advertisement for Technical Difficulties.
What is up, Midnight Tokers, Afternoon Hailers, and AM Hookah Smokers? This is the AM Hookah Podcast, your weekly hookah podcast every Monday, 6:30 Central Standard Time, right here on the YouTube, youtube.com/AM Hookah, obviously, talking about all sorts of things hookah-related in the world that you want to hear about and that we make up. Sometimes, not usually. We're like the weather news, whether news happens or not. I am the M in the AM, and joined with me is the man who said, "Is there new Tangiers? I want to get some new Tangiers." Bracken Cox is joining me today. What is up, Bracken? How are you doing, my friend?
Matt, it's good to be here, and it's good to be smoking with you on the podcast. I'm doing well. Had a good day Monday. I'm ready for next weekend, but, whatever.
I don't know if you can hear it, but my voice is really not doing well at the moment. My voice, for some reason, decided to call in sick, and it's just not wanting to perform as well as usual. So I will do my absolute best to not cause a problem and or issue, and I don't know how that's going to work, but we will trug through this. We will We will make it. Matt, are you sick? Jenica, it's not that I'm sick. I just have a hoarse voice for some reason. I don't know what happened. I woke up. Bracken.
It's a horse, of course.
Of course, yeah. I woke up and just for some reason my voice did this. And it's been doing this for a little while. It's very frustrating. But that's kind of the way that it is. So
the show must go on.
Exactly. So we're going to hit a couple of small notes here at the top of the show real quick. In case you are not familiar with the AM Hookah Podcast, normally we are on twitch.tv/AM Hookah, and we're also usually streaming on Facebook for like the first 10 minutes of the show. We're not doing that today, and we're probably not going to be doing that moving forward. We're going to do some changing in the way that our broadcast schedule and our broadcast appearance is going to be going out for a little while, so there's going to be some changes.
What? I hate change. No change.
Sorry,
I have to adapt?
Yes, but the good news in all this, Bracken, is the fact that we're right here on YouTube, like we've always been since the very beginning. And we're not going anywhere in reference to the YouTube. I always thought that was really funny. Sorry to go on like a small tangent real quick, but I always thought it was real funny. I have a friend, kind of an older guy, not quite of our generation stuff, but every time he would refer to YouTube, he would always say the YouTube. Like he'd be
I love it when old people say the YouTube.
Right?
Like, I know you didn't want to say old people, but I'll say old people. Like when old people say the YouTube, it makes me chuckle. Yeah. But at the same time, like we're a few years away from that.
I know. Well, I say the Tumblr sometimes. Is that bad?
The Tumblr, probably. I think the real trick is, do you say Imgur or Imgur?
Oh, I say Imager.
Imager?
Yeah, I add letters because I'm dyslexic to all sorts of shit. Like literally,
okay.
I
have no idea how to say it. I've never known how to say it. It's always just that I website with all the pictures.
The Picture I website, that one right there. That's the one that you want to go to see all those pictures that people upload.
Yes, exactly. Or the Reddit.
Oh, the Reddit would be terrible. If somebody ever said the Discord, I'd be like, whoa, okay, calm down, guy, calm down. You're moving a little too fast right now. So we have a really fun show planned for today. We're going to be talking to a very good friend of ours, a very good friend of the show. DR.Noobsauce is going to be joining us. Chris, you know him. You love him. You may hate him. I actually don't know. I don't want to assume what you feel about this individual. This is a name of a person in which you probably have heard of before. That works, right? That's a good... He's flipping me off at the moment. Don't have him on screen quite yet. And now I don't know if I'm going to put you on screen. Yeah, the power's in my finger. No, I'm kidding. Don't go anywhere. Please, for the love of God, do not go anywhere.
You know what, Matt? We don't want Chris to leave.
Yeah.
But you know who we do want to leave?
Who do we want to leave? Thank you.
We want everybody who is not of legal smoking age in their region of residence to go home. Just log off. Go do your dishes. Go make your bed. Go do I don't know, what do little kids have to do nowadays? Go play Fortnite. Go TikTok. All right. God. Get off the podcast. You're not old enough. We don't want you here.
The TikTok.
We're grateful that you're trying to watch the show, but you really got to go now. So if you're not of age, get out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And don't drink and drive, because if you're not old enough to smoke, you're definitely not old enough to drink.
No, very true. Yes, if you are under the age of 18 or 21, depending on the state in which you are from, please get out of here and come back on your birthday, and we'll sing you a happy birthday song. I will sing you a happy birthday song, but I'll do it with my sick voice. I'll be like, happy birthday. Oh wait, I can't do that, or we'll get flagged.
No.
Yeah, they own that song. You can't sing that song legally anymore. That's kind of messed up. Or ever, I guess. Not now, but ever.
Can we hum it?
I don't know. No, you can't do the tune. You can't do the tune like at all.
So is it the tune that they trademarked, or is it the words?
It's the tune. So like if you do happy birthday,
so if you sing really off key, you're totally fine.
Well, you have to sing off rhythm. You got to be like happy birthday, happy birthday.
That's exactly what we'll do. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We'll come up with something catchy like they do in the restaurants.
Yeah,
and they bring all the waiters out and embarrass you and clap. And like give you like a really crummy dessert with a lot of chocolate
that
syrup,
would make me
spelling
happy
birthday.
That would make me really happy if we could figure that out. All right, so before we get into Chris coming onto the show, very briefly, I just want to do a very small welcoming to him. So please help me in welcoming the doctor who is in the house. You know him from his YouTube. You know him from his Twitch. You know him from his classroom on Hookah University. He wears his thoughts on his sleeves, and he will let you know what he thinks at all times. He smokes as hot as his attitude will let him. Let's get him onto the show and see what he has to say. Welcome to the show, Chris Fernandez, DR.Noobsauce. How's it going, Chris?
Am I live?
You are live at the
You're
moment.
live.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How are you doing?
I didn't know how this thing worked.
Yeah, you're live. You're right here with us. You're hanging out. You're right below us, actually. You're right there on the screen. I think you have the YouTube pulled up, don't you?
I do. It hasn't come up yet. But
Okay.
thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, yeah.
I am DR.Noobsauce, a.k.a. Chris Fernandez. You can catch my Classroom podcast on Facebook or YouTube, and I usually post semi-frequently. I used to be a admin, and now I'm just a homeless person.
I'm excited to have you on today's show for a very important reason, because we've had you on the show multiple times. Adrian has done the show with you. You came on the show earlier in the season 3, and it was really fun because we did interviews with you, you know, to get to know you. They're like, who is Chris Fernandez? Let's get into the head of DR.Noobsauce. But today, we're not doing the get to know you bullshit. We're doing what the fuck does the doctor think about this stuff? Because we're going to do a reaction to some pretty crazy and cringe-worthy hookah products that I was able to find on the internet that I cannot wait to hear your thoughts about. And we're also going to play a game that is all about hookah in pop culture. This is hookah in movies, hookahs in TV shows, hookahs in video games. We have a little bit of a game show that's going to pit you, DR.Noobsauce, against Mr. Bracken Cox, who loves the AM Hookah socks, in a one-on-one battle to the death.
That sounds very entertaining. But okay, so this is gonna be very hard for me not to curse on this, but I'm gonna try. I'm trying. This is a new thing I'm trying out.
I don't want to be the guy that like tries to like. I don't want to like what's that word? I don't want to peer pressure you into like saying naughty words, but like say whatever the fuck you want. I have no problem. You can just let your fuck flies all you want.
I don't think you should call them naughty words.
What are they?
Profanities.
Well, according to South Park, they're curse words because if you say them enough times, they will unlock an evil curse.
Well, Chris is
Anybody remember that South Park episode? Throwback.
Chris is halfway there.
Throwback. If anybody doesn't remember that South Park episode where the MPA or the TV administration or whatever the hell they're called, FCC, allowed South Park to say shit on their television show during regular timed broadcasts, which is normally you can't do. You got to do it after 11 o'clock. Anybody know why you can't swear until after 11 o'clock on a nationally publicized airwave? Anybody know why?
Is it not for the kids?
Exactly. That's the entire reason. It's not for kids. And they assume that all kids go to sleep by 11 o'clock. Therefore, you can swear after 11 o'clock. So anyways, South Park did this episode where they got permission. And the whole premise of the episode was if you say a swear word too many times, it unlocks an evil curse. And they said shit so many times that a shit monster came out on the episode. You guys have not seen this episode?
No, it sounds amazing.
Oh my God, this is like classic South Park. Please, somebody in the chat, let me know that you have seen this South Park episode and it wasn't some weird fever dream that I had at one time or something. I don't want that to be the case.
I remember South Park having a curse counter where they swore a bunch of times and they had like a counter.
That was that episode.
somewhere.
That was that episode. They were keeping track of the amount of times they said shit on the air.
Huh. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to watch that.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the show proper as we normally do. This is a hookah podcast, if you guys couldn't tell. It's not the all-new South Park encyclopedia show. That's not what this is today. Maybe another day. There's an idea for a show, Bracken. You want to join me for the South Park encyclopedia episode?
I don't watch South Park.
I don't either anymore.
I've never
Chris?
watched it.
Never, ever?
I'm on board for that.
Oh, shit.
I never got into it.
I got into it when I was, 12, 13, and I thought it was cool and stuff like that. And then
I was that kid that like my parents adamantly did not let me watch that show.
Oh, me too. But I found ways.
I just want to point out too that Matt has cursed more times than me on a live podcast. This is amazing.
I'm attempting it. I'm trying.
Inside, I am giggling so much.
I'm trying to. That's my goal of
you
today's
should giggle on the outside.
Fucking episode. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the shows we normally do and talk about what it is that we're actually smoking on today's episode. So, Bracken, if you could, I know we're smoking the same thing, so this may get repetitive a little bit, but let's hear your thoughts about this for sure. Bracken, what are you smoking on today's episode of the podcast?
Well, if you're a part of the Facebook group, you saw that I went live about 40 minutes ago. I do it every Monday. I go live and I pack my bowl and I just talk to the people. I give the people what they want. original organic content. No, I'm just kidding.
Nobody
No one wants
packs
that.
live
No one
on
wants
camera. Nobody does that. Nobody.
I did.
I know. You're the only person. Original content.
Well, it was me packing a bowl. There was like 5.5 people there. It was great. It was great. The people really show up. And I packed Summer Resort from Tangiers. It's one of their new flavors. One of the new, 9 flavors they came out with?
I think 10 maybe. I don't know.
I think it's 9 because and I don't know. French jelly, haven't tried that one. What else you got right there? Leviathan. I haven't had that one. You've opened them all, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I put them in different containers.
Summer Resort. That's what we're smoking now. Lemon tea. Cherry limeade. For the people who can't read, I read for you.
Good job.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
that. You got
that.
like chocolate cake and a few others that you didn't show, but yeah,
I didn't
I'm
get
smoking
those.
Summer Resort, and it's a really delicious flavor. I've been on a kick for a while. Yesterday, I mixed it with some Eternal Smoke Royals Cup, and that might have been like the best thing I've ever smoked in the past 5 years.
Wow.
Like,
that's high praise.
Yeah, it was a really good combo.
Wow.
But I'm not going to, I don't want to talk about what flavor it is because I got to give something for you to talk about.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, so I am also smoking Summer Resort. I did not know Bracken was packing that. I was a bad boy, and I did not watch his live. I apologize for that, trying to get some other stuff set up and ready. But it is a cucumber flavor. This is really good. So as soon as I smelled it, and as soon as I was like, oh man, I know what this flavor is, and I could not get it. I could not process what the flavor was until I talked to Bracken, and Bracken said cucumber. I'm like, oh my God, it's a freaking cucumber. Of course it is. And as I've been smoking it, this is fantastic. This cucumber flavor, the cucumber's coming through so nicely. I don't remember the last time I had a really, really, really good cucumber flavor. I did not get to try Cool Cucumber by Azor. I assume it's very good because all their flavors are usually very, very good. But I can
Did you ever get a chance to smoke papaya sorbet?
Yes, I did. I was a fan of that. Yes.
Did you pick up the cucumber in the very beginning of that flavor?
You know what? Now that you say that, that is what I definitely recognize it now. It's crazy. I never thought about it.
One of the reasons why I was very excited about this flavor was because in papaya sorbet, it starts out tasting just like Summer Resort. Obviously, the flavors that they use to make the papaya and the sorbet, I don't know what they use, but those are a lot stronger. And so like maybe after about 20, 30 minutes, those flavors take over. Maybe. But I was super pumped about because I already knew that I was like, yo, I'm excited.
Yeah, this is really good. This Summer Resort, I'm pretty impressed with. I didn't know what to expect from it, to be honest with you. I saw somebody did a post of like, what do we think about this? And there was kind of like some mixed, feelings about it and stuff like that. It looked like, but I'm definitely digging this quite a bit. I've had French jelly. I thought that was pretty good. I want to do it again. I don't think I gave it a fair shake. I thought the cherry limeade was absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. I loved the cherry limeade. And the Leviathan is really, really good too. It's shockingly good, I thought. It's a lavender sage mixture, and it's really interesting. Definitely tickles my fancy quite a bit. But that is not what we're smoking today. So let's get back to what it is we're smoking and ask our good friend DR.Noobsauce what it is you're smoking on today's episode. Before you say it, I have a guess because I know you. And I feel like you're probably just smoking some Dirty Mint because that's usually what you were smoking when I went and visited you in New York City. Basically, all you smoked was just Dirty Mint after Dirty Mint after Dirty Mint.
Yes. Yes, I recently got a kilo of Dirty Mint, and that's basically what I'm smoking because I have a massive headache right now. Mm-hmm. So I figured, let me not smoke any Tangier sour today. Let me just smoke some Dirty Mint. I think it's helping.
That's good.
I think it's tricking my brain into thinking I'm like more relaxed. I don't know. Probably a lie.
I should have done some Supernova because of my throat, and maybe that would have helped soothed it a little bit. I'm not sure. I got some water here. Hopefully that might help a little bit. What hookah are you smoking out of, Chris? Because you have a pretty interesting hookah that you're using today.
I am using the Viro or Vero?
Vero. Yeah.
Vero hookah. So this thing is pretty great. It's
that little thing.
Yeah, it doesn't take up any space. It's really easy to clean. I think it's the easiest hookah on the market to clean right now. It's pretty dense for its size, but it's perfect for traveling. Easy to clean out the water and put new water in. The only drawback is the purge. If you blow any type of smoke up, it will blow out your bowl. So don't purge with this little thing. This thing's a little monster.
That's
But
always
I like it a lot, and it's $100 I think on Hookah John, and I think 5 Star or Hookah Junkie might have it. I don't know. It's one of those two sites. They had it for like $80 or something like
yeah.
that.
Hookah Dash Shisha I think might have it too. That's my only big flaw with smaller hookahs. The only small hookah that I've ever used that I thought did a very good job of the purge working because the shape that it was actually in was the AOT tabletop hookah. Because it's a cylinder instead of being like real small and compact. It's still tabletop and small and easy to move around and everything. But like when you blow, it just goes up and it uses like a normal purge system basically. So I was a fan of that. But I love the look of that little Vero hookah. I think that for $100, I think that's pretty cool. I'm definitely a fan of it.
It's probably the best bang for your buck right now on the market.
It's heavy too.
$100. It is very heavy. That's why I got to hold it with like 2 hands.
Yeah.
It's got like a little. I don't know if it's carbon fiber. They say it's carbon fiber. I didn't read anywhere that it's carbon fiber, but it looks pretty cool. Has a nice little design. I would like to see more shapes and colors. You know what would be pretty cool? Remember those coffee mugs you were able to customize?
Yeah.
If you were able to like draw stuff on there or have like artwork inside the hookah to make it completely yours, that would be really dope. If there was a way to put like an insert or something like that.
I like that.
That would be dope. Why don't we have coffee mug hookahs like that we can actually draw on and customize?
Well, here's what I'll do. If anybody wants to send me $25 and the design of their choice, I will print it out on paper, and then I will mail it to you. If anybody wants to take advantage of that,
wow.
hit me
like
up.
Wow.
Hit
Like
me
standard
up.
printer paper?
Well, I can't tell you my secret. I can't tell you.
Now, are we talking black and white, or are we talking color?
For color,
grayscale?
color, it's another $3. Color, another $3.
Whoa, what a deal!
Right? I'm just trying to help out the community, guys. Okay, I'm just trying to do.
And they have to pay for shipping, right?
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean,
on a piece of paper.
Do you do batch release print orders?
No, it's all custom based. That's why
All
the price is so
custom
high. Yeah, that's why the price, because it's all custom stuff.
So what is it? Was a it's a 10-day turnaround on that printing there?
Well, it might be 2 months. We'll have to wait and see. So Bilu just said in the chat, are they out yet though? They are out yet though, and you can get them at Hookah John and use our discount code AM Hookah. All one word to get 10% off of your order. Just throwing it out there. If you decide to pick one up, use that code.
By the way, Bilu is a giant man.
He's very tall. Very,
like
very tall.
if Bilu was born like 200 years ago and had an axe, he would have his own fucking village.
Oh, he'd have been the warrior king.
Yeah, he's like the Scorpion King, like, and he's probably laughing right now, but he's a giant person.
And when he's laughing, it sounds like you would imagine a Scorpion King laughing. It's very just visceral and just.
No, yeah, I mean, like if he just puts his hand on your neck and says it's time,
yeah,
you just have to go with it because you have no choice at that.
You got about 5 seconds to figure out what he's talking about, and hopefully it's what you want to be doing.
So, like, no joke, one of the highlights of the Vegas trip was being inside the frat house, and I knew that he was showing up the first night that we were all hanging out, so I saw him, like, right when he came through the door, and that was awesome. The second night, I didn't know he was, like, going to show up too, obviously, and then, like, out of, like, the corner of my ear, I just hear him laughing, and I'm like, oh my god, there's Bilu! Like, you recognize that voice so quickly from all the times that he called in, obviously, to the show and everything, so, like, it was just fantastic. Very much a highlight
Bilu had
of Vegas.
no idea what I looked like.
Oh, yeah, so... Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
I got the joke on him a little bit, right? Because I knew who he was. Everybody was infatuated. Hey, Bilu, hey. Bilu's walking by, and I was like, what's up, Bilu? He looked at me. He's like, hey, man, how's it going? You know, some stranger saying hi. And I was like, you don't know who I am. And he was like, you got me. I have no idea. And I was just like, and we're live in 3, 2, and then his eyes like got real big. He was like, my man, participate. You know how he does. So that was pretty funny.
That's fantastic. It was really cool to meet him in person. Absolutely fantastic. Khaled just said that he's doing great. He's waiting for his bowl to heat up, smoking some Azor Blonde California Blue. Always good when you got some good California Blue inside it. Captain Whitbeard just said, Matt, I got a design for you, and it's a shrug face with a middle finger. That's what I guess that's probably for you, Chris. That's the one that is that what you're gonna order for me? I'll give you a deal. Okay, I'll do $22 in color, free shipping just for you, Chris.
There's so much design aspect there. I mean, the color is gonna be really is worth that $3 extra.
I'll
there.
make it
It's
pop.
great.
I'll make it pop. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's what it is that we're smoking on today's episode. Like I said, we have some small changes going on into effect that I don't want to bore you with, but we're not streaming on Twitch. We're not streaming on Facebook. If you guys want to catch the show, please head on over to youtube.com/amhookah. Make sure you sub to the show. You hit that bell icon so you know the moment that we go live. Also, don't forget to drop a like on the video and also share the video with your friends. Let other people know what it is that we're doing over here on the AM Hookah Podcast so we can keep on doing it. You guys are honestly what drive us to want to do and make the best show that we possibly can. So let's go ahead and get into one of our funner features that we have on this show, which is the picture of the week. We have a Facebook group that we love to use. Just head on over on Facebook, just facebook.com/AM Hookah Podcast, and you can find the group and you can find the page. And if you go over to the group, then there are prompts that say, hey, this is what the picture of the week is going to be. And if you get selected, then you get shouted out right here on the AM Hookah Podcast. And this week, our pick of the week actually comes from a member on the Facebook page. And his name is, I don't want to mispronounce this. I believe it is Corinne. And I got to meet him actually in Vegas, which was a really cool experience. But the prompt was to put on your alpaca bowl, anything alpaca related that you have. And he showed off this great picture of his alpaca on a small MIG. I have it on the screen right now. You guys can see it. Bracken and Chris, it's in the notes if you guys want to take a look at it as well. I think that this looks really nice. It's very simple. It's very elegant. It's very pleasing. Looks like he's got some Tangiers maybe packed in that bowl. I'm not really sure what's packed in there. But yeah, I love this alpaca bowl. I think it looks fantastic.
I do like the color.
Uh-huh.
It's always hard to pull off certain colors when you have a stainless steel pipe because there's nothing to play off of. It's basically just a bowl. But I'm a big fan of the alpaca bowls. I have a ton of them. Actually, I was smoking out of one right now. If I didn't butcher the foil job, I would be able to show you the actual colors of what I have here. But I have probably in my collection 10 alpaca bowls. How many do you guys have?
Oh boy, it's growing. Mine is heavily growing actually recently. I think I have 5, maybe 6 alpaca bowls, I think is what I have.
I'm about right there. I think I have like 4 or 5.
My newest one, I went ahead when I got this order of Tangiers, the new Tangiers batch stuff. I got a Bambino version too. And
Okay.
I'll be honest, when I first got it, I was worried I wasn't going to like it because it is so shallow and it's so at a narrow gradual decline or whatever, that I was wondering, like, I don't know if this is going to work all that well. Like, I think this is not going to, I think it's going to smoke hot. I think it's going to not smoke for a long time. Like, I was really worried about the way that it was going to smoke and perform, especially because the spire is humongous. Like, the spire on this thing, the reason why it's so shallow and has such a small diameter around the bowl is because the actual spire is such a large diameter in the middle. So I thought it was going to be, like, really airy. I just was worried about it, and I don't know why I was worried because I'm smoking it now, and I smoked it a couple nights ago, and it's fantastic. This bowl is absolutely amazing for Tangiers. Like, not using a lot of tobacco in it. Like, it's kind of like the perfect melody between a Bambino bowl and a Alien bowl. Like, it's like if a Bambino and an Alien had a baby, this is what it would look like, and I'm really, really digging it.
Nice.
So yeah, if you guys haven't,
Shout out to alpaca.
if you guys have not, I'd recommend this bowl tenfold. It's really, really good.
And you can only get them in 5 stars. So
Very true. Bambino Bowls over at 5starhookah.com. All right, so I think that's about it for the picture of the week. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump into our game. And the way this is going to work is I'm going to pit Chris. I'm going to move my person around. Hold on just a second. All right, so here it is. I don't have a catchy jingle or a fancy slide. Sorry about that, guys. But
Matt, sing something.
do you know where this hookah's from? You better
Stop.
guess,
It hurts.
or you
Okay.
better run. 1, 2, 3. Who are you to guess this hookah? Bada boo.
bada boo.
Yeah, there you go. There's the song for the show. Welcome, one and all, to the very first episode of Where Did This Hookah Come From? We are going to be pitting Bracken Cox against the doctor in the house, Mr. Noobsauce, to find out if they can adequately describe where this hookah came from. Here's what I'm going to do. It's very simple. I'm going to show you a picture of a hookah. I'm going to have you make a guess as to where you think this hookah came from. If you get it right, you get a point. If neither one of you get it right, then I will give you 2 different answers on where it could have came from, and then it will go by left to right per person to guess where it might have come from. So, for instance, you both have the equal opportunity in the beginning. You just have to say like me or something. Just shout. Just fuck. I don't care. Whatever you want to say. And then I will pick you. You will make your guess. And if you are wrong in your guess, then I will give you, the other person will get a chance. And then after that, I will give you 2 options. And we'll start with the person on the left, which is Bracken. And you will be able to guess first. And then on the next round, Chris. Next round, back to Bracken. It'll go back and forth, basically. Make sense?
So I'm guessing first?
If neither one of you get it right on your first guess, then I will give you a multiple choice, and you'll be able to take the first guess.
So the tiebreaker alternates.
Yeah. Let me get a water drink real quick so I can get through this.
This glass of water is brought to you by AM Hookah.
So refreshing. All right, so let me go ahead and jump into our very first picture to call this whole thing off. I got to find my mouse. There it is.
How are we viewing the pictures?
You're going to see it in just a second. It's going to be on my screen. Easy for you guys to see.
You ready?
I'm down.
Half of a curse word. Oh. Hello?
Can you hear me?
He's getting pictures up.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
We're supposed to guess what the hookah is, or
where it came from.
Mr. Rogers looking.
Wait. What movie? What movie is this hookah from?
Zombieland.
Oh, he got the first one. Congratulations.
That's Bill Murray.
Oh, Bill Murray. What? What is he doing? Are they smoking it while he's putting the shisha in the bowl with the tongs?
They're smoking weed out of it. They're not actually smoking hookah tobacco. They're using it for a different idea of fun and entertainment.
That's interesting. Okay.
All right. So
I like this game.
The very first point, Captain Wetbeard, please keep track of these points for me because I didn't think of that until just now. Keep track of the points for me, please. And the very first point is going to Mr. Almighty Chris.
The doctor.
The doctor.
Good job, Chris. I would have never gotten that in a million years.
Yeah.
I wasn't too sure. I was like, are we guessing what hookah is? I was like, oh boy.
That would have been way harder.
Yeah. Well, do you know what hookah that is? I can tell you what hookah that is if you don't know.
Well, it's a multi-hose, probably originating from the.
I would say it's a Maya hookah.
It's Sahara Smoke.
Oh, because of the way it kind of has those like 4.
Yep.
I don't even know.
All right, here's our next one. Everybody can see on the show, by the way, I hope. Let me know if you guys are having any problem not seeing the show happen correctly. All right, so let's go ahead and get to our next one. All right.
Oh, me.
Oh, Bracken, you chimed in first. What movie is this from?
That's from Star Wars, man. This is Jabba the Hutt's little cave dwelling when he's sitting there smoking on it.
Oh, my.
He beat me to that.
Congratulations. That is, in fact, Jabba the Hutt, Star Wars. We are tied up in this game 1-1 right now.
I can't tell you how long I've looked online for a pipe that looks like that.
I saw somebody on one of the hookah groups a long time ago that had a hookah that was super similar to this. I don't remember who it was. It was a long, long time ago.
It's got such an interesting design.
It does. All right, you guys ready for the next one?
Yes.
We're all tied up 1-1, and we're moving on to the next hookah. Remember, you have to guess where it comes from. Be it a game, be it a TV show, or be it a movie. This is pop culture. They come from all different places. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Fallout.
Oh, God.
Fallout is wrong.
Okay, so it's not Fallout, but it's like got a video game look. Looks like they put it on like some sort of like tire rim.
Do you have a guess?
Oh, God.
I can give you your multiple choice because it's going to start with you anyways.
Sure.
All right, so the multiple choice in this round is going to start with Bracken, and your 2 choices are either Chronicles of Riddick or Rage.
We'll go with Rage.
That is correct. This hookah is from Rage.
I knew it wasn't Chronicles of Riddick.
Isn't that a movie?
Rage?
No, Rage is a
Chronicles
game
of
that
Riddick?
Oh, Chronicle of Riddick.
Chronicles of Riddick game too.
Butcher
Oh, okay.
Bay?
From Butcher's Bay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Butcher.
okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. This is fun. I'm having so much fun right now. You have
I
no
really
idea.
thought it was Fallout.
All right, we're gonna move on. We got Bracken with 2 points. DR.Noobsauce with 1 point.
So if he messes up, does that point then go to me?
Basically, if you get it right.
But
you have to get it right to get the
We
point.
need
okay, you
people
have
to get
more,
points,
because you
'cause-
only said 2 choices.
Yeah, we need
If I get it wrong and you get it wrong, the next tiebreaker goes to you.
basically.
Okay.
Because we
Okay,
need
let's-
someone to win, and I don't want to accidentally have a tie. So everybody has to get a point in this game. Okay.
So basically, the clues get so obvious that
exactly.
you end up getting it right. Okay.
Here we go.
Fail-proof.
Here is the next one. We got Bracken with 2 points, DR.Noobsauce with 1 point. Moving on to the next hookah.
Oh God. Me. Is that Halo?
It is not Halo.
I just
Those
wanna take-
graphics. I know. I saw the reticule.
It's got like the nice blues and
Well, so now I get multiple choice here.
no. Now you get to guess, and then if you guess wrong, then you get the multiple
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah. I want to hear
Oh.
your guess.
That reticule is throwing me off.
What video game has a circle reticule?
Jesus.
It's got to
I'm
be an
gonna say
old game.
Mass Effect.
It is not Mass Effect, though I do think that's a good guess. So this is your multiple choice now. Is this from a very obscure arcade game called Area 51, or is this from the hit video game Overwatch?
Oh, I'm gonna go Overwatch.
You are correct. It is, in fact, from Overwatch.
Oh, nice.
Because I was like,
Man, that bowl is hot.
those graphics are a little bit too nice for those old arcade games. I'm
thought I
telling
could
you.
throw you-
Area 51. I used to play that in the movie theater.
Yeah.
I thought I could maybe throw you off because you were like, he's going to try and trick me. That's what I was hoping for. You thought I was going to trick you. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. We have 2 points. We're all tied up once again. This is
I'll tell you
Bracken.
what, if he didn't have the reticule in there, it might have been tougher.
Yeah, yeah. But also,
But-
it wasn't quite as pixelated.
But-
Area
but-
51 was like almost 16-bit.
When he said an arcade game, I was like, oh, that's right. The arcade games would have reticules similar to that, but not quite the circle like that.
Now you see what I was trying to do to trick you. Now you see where I'm going.
Sneaky snake.
All right, here we go. Here's our next one. We're at 2 and 2. We're tied up at the moment.
Ooh.
Mad Men.
That is incorrect.
Hmm. Iron Man?
It is not Iron Man.
Iron Man 3? No. Okay.
Nope. And now we go into our tie multiple choice point round. I don't know what it's called. This is going over to Bracken this time. So this,
All right.
these are your 2 choices. Is this from the hit TV show Weeds, or is this from the hit movie The Matrix?
Oh man. I'm gonna say Weeds.
That is, in fact, incorrect. It is from The Matrix.
Oh.
When he said it, I was like, if you look at the.
I should have
the
seen his
color-
rings and his cuff.
It wasn't even that, it was the color tone of the actual. When he said the Matrix has very colors just like that, and I was like, oh, that fits right into the universe. That
Yeah.
green, that green color that's toned down. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, the Matrix. I was like, damn.
I just learned about that not too long ago. I was watching like a documentary on the Matrix, and they were talking about how they purposely like put that light green, almost white hue
Mm-hmm.
over
Old school. Green.
over everything that was in the Matrix to kind of like tell you where it was subliminally. I had no idea when I watched it like the first 12 times, and now I feel kind of
So
dumb that I missed that.
I would just like to say I hope everybody at home is also playing this fun game, keeping track of your own points and how well you are actually doing. And just so you know, there is a big prize at the end of this. The big prize is that you get to be known as Hookah Movie Guy. Just so you're aware. Hookah Movie Guy.
Oh.
Yeah, or actually Hookah Pop Culture Guy. That's what you get to be known as from now on, is Hookah Pop Culture Guy. So we are now we have swayed the momentum. Chris got that point. So Chris is now leading 3-2 at the moment.
Good job, Chris.
3-2. We're going to move on to our next one now. What is this hookah from?
Oh, God.
Any guesses?
Well, that's I'm gonna say it's an old school KM base.
Yep. That's fair to say. And those, if you look, like there's somebody kind of hairy right there on the side.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that's Chewbacca.
What has a candy cane striped hoses? Which are actually I haven't seen those hoses. Those are really nice. Oh, geez.
What if
Paul
they had
says
hoses
he
like
has
that
0
that
points.
just always tasted like candy canes?
I really don't know.
I'm just gonna guess Star Wars.
It is not Star Wars.
Well, I just had to because it looks like there's a big hairy dude or dudette right there on the side of the screen.
Chris, do you have a guess?
I really don't know. I'm trying to draw something from the art in the background. Man, those pictures remind me of Harry Potter, but it's not Harry. I'll just say Harry Potter, even though it's not Harry Potter.
It is not Harry Potter. So, Bracken did, even though he got to make the guess and did not get the points, you get to get the multiple choice questions at this point, Chris, right now. So, your 2 multiple choice questions are: did it come from the raunchy college comedy Van Wilder, or did it come from the stoner comedy Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle?
Oh,
What was the first choice again?
Van Wilder.
I'm gonna say Van Wilder.
That is incorrect. This actually came from Harold and
the
Kumar.
movie when they're in Amsterdam.
Yep.
In a hookah shop at the end of the movie, I think they're in like a smoke shop at the end of the movie, and there's a bunch of hookahs on the walls and stuff.
Congratulations, Jenica Patterson in the chat was actually able to get that one. I'm very impressed, Jenica. So we are now back being tied up. It's a good thing I did an odd number, and I'm giving you points every time because it is now 3-3 once again. So you guys are wonderful or terrible. I don't know what the answer is to that question, but we're going to go ahead and move right along. So continuing forward, can you guess what this hookah is from?
Futurama.
That is incorrect.
Oh man. Family Guy?
That is correct.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yes, that is correct. Bracken steals the point, leading 4-3 now.
That lamp threw me off. I was thinking SpongeBob at the same time.
SpongeBob.
It kind of looks like me and Chris are smoking hookah.
Right, yeah, exactly. This is a perfect representation of that.
You guys send us that picture. We'll put our heads in it.
We'll just recreate it when you move to Florida.
Yeah.
I like that. Somebody guessed Rick and Morty. That's a good guess, Captain Wetbeard. All right, moving forward, so that makes the score total at the moment 4 points for Bracken, 3 points for Chris. Moving forward, can you guess what hookah where this hookah came from?
Alice in Wonderland.
That is correct. Alice in Wonderland. Bracken, the quick shooter in this round.
Who are you?
What's his name? Epsilon?
Yep.
Is it really? I didn't know what his name was.
Absalom, the smoking caterpillar.
Ooh, you just made a huge lead change right now, Bracken. You just took the lead 5-3 from Chris right now. That's pretty impressive. So, yeah, congratulations. Did anybody
know my kitty cartoons?
Did anybody when they were younger watching Alice in Wonderland wonder what it was that he was smoking? Like, have you ever done like the recall, when you get older and you think back to your childhood? Are you ever like, oh man, I can't believe that caterpillar was fucking smoking a hookah?
Yeah, when I brought my first hookah home in college, and my mom was just like mortified because she thought it was a bong. My dad is like, what is this? And I was like, this is a hookah. He's like, what? And I'm like, okay, how do I describe this? Like, the caterpillar and Alice in Wonderland? He was like, oh, cool. Can you blow like all the circles and the letters and everything? And I was like, no, that's not real.
That's not real. That was all CG. That was back before CG even existed completely. All right, so that was a good job. I'm proud of you. Very, very proud of you. Let's go ahead and move on to our next one. Can you guess where this hookah came from?
Aladdin.
Yes, that is correct. Congratulations, Chris. That was a very quick one. That was a quick one. Good job.
That is an interesting pipe.
Yeah, it's actually
He's also the genie.
Yes, that is. But that hookah right there is actually a cheese maker. It's actually a fry cutter, and it is a coffee maker, and it will never break unless you hit it. Then it will break.
Is that what he says in the movie?
That is what he says in the movie. Exactly. Rewatch that scene. It's very funny. It's hilarious, actually. So, congratulations, Chris. You're slowly coming back into the lead. We are at 4-5 at the moment. Congratulations on that.
That was quick.
Yeah, so that means we've done 9 total. So we have 2 more.
Oh, if I win one more, I win.
That's true. And then we'll make the last round worth 2 points, or 3 points, actually.
Oh, you're really trying to get Chris to win, huh?
I'm just trying to get somebody to win, and I need it to be exciting no matter what happens.
All right.
The last round could have been worth 5 points if this thing went sideways. Who knows? Can you guess where this hookah comes from?
Call of Duty.
You're going to have to give me a more specific title because there's so many of them.
Oh, my God.
Call of Duty Black Ops?
It is not Black Ops.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
It is not Modern Warfare. So now, I don't remember who answered the last question.
Chris can have the next one.
Chris, so Chris, here's your possibilities of answers for your multiple choice. Is it Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, or is it Call of Duty Black Ops 2?
Oh, man. This is a hard question because there's like 17 Call of Duties.
Exactly. That's why I thought this would be a good one. You can't just go, it's Call of Duty.
I'm going to say Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
That is actually incorrect. It is, in fact, from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Oh, yeah. That scene with the gun and the couch. Oh, yeah. I know that one. When you only have 32 rounds left and 34 people to kill.
So that has now given Bracken a 6-4 lead, making the last round worth a grand total of 3 points so that we have a winner no matter what. And this last round is, in fact, interesting and not a throwaway round because it's maybe the most interesting of all of them.
Okay.
Can you guess where this hookah comes from?
Ooh.
Oh, black and white? Zoom in on it.
Okay.
That didn't help.
It's burning, I can tell you that.
It's from...
Three Stooges?
It's not Three Stooges. Good guess.
The Lucille Ball Show?
It is not Lucille Ball. Also a very good guess. So this is what I'm going to do so that it's also interesting. I'm going to give you 3 different ones so that it's not immediately obvious and so that you both hopefully have to take a guess possibly. And if nobody gets it right, then Bracken will be the winner because he has the most points. Everyone understand? Okay, so is this from the classic movie Casablanca? Is this from a bizarre episode of the old Superman? Is this from the Addams Family? The first person that gets to take a guess is Bracken.
Can I think out loud?
I mean, you may give hints to Chris, so be careful.
Oh, man.
I know what my guess is.
I'm going to guess... What was the first one?
The first one was Casablanca.
Casablanca, Superman, or Addams Family. Dude, I don't know. I'm going to go with Casablanca.
Casablanca is incorrect.
It's Addams Family.
It is
that one.
the Addams Family.
The peacock chair. I should have gotten the peacock chair.
Well, remember, the Addams Family was super weird, and they would be the only type of people who would, like, cross their legs or do something like this. And I looked at the chair, the little head on the chair, and I was like, once he said Addams Family, I thought it was obscure. I was like, okay, Casablanca also had different lighting from this scene in particular. Like,
wow.
Go back and watch Casablanca.
I think he deserved this title.
Wow. So from
Addams
here
Family.
on,
And there's a cauldron. Oh, I should have gotten
from here on out, Chris is going to be forever known as the pop culture hookah guy. That is, you have to actually change your YouTube channel name to that. I don't know if I made that clear or not. You actually have to change your YouTube channel name to that as well. I don't know if you know.
I feel bad that I won on the last question though. I think that we both deserve a round of applause for that one because that was a really cool game. Thank you, Matt. I think that was very interactive for the people watching, and it was cool doing that. That was a lot of work.
I told my wife about this game, and I explained like how it was going to work and like what I did for it and stuff. And she said, "How did you do that? Or how did you think of that?" And I said, "It's in my head. All these ideas are just they're in my head at all times. I can't contain them." I have another fun game that I'm planning for the next time we have a fun guest as well that is going to be sort of pop culture-esque related. I don't want to give it away, obviously, but it'll be fun. I really like doing these games. I hope you guys, as our audience, enjoy them as well. If you guys have ideas for games at any time, let me know. I would love to work on something.
DM Matt. Don't put him on the page. DM him.
Yes, I would love to work on games with you guys. In fact, without giving anything away, there is a really big and exciting thing that I'm planning with a listener as we speak that is going to be really cool, and it's going to be happening hopefully in the next couple of weeks. And it's all from a listener's idea that we're able to build what we're going to be doing. So if you have ideas, definitely let me know. Paul and everybody, if you guys could do me a quick favor, please go to Hookah University. Please go to AM Hookah Facebook group and type in Chris will forever now be known as the pop culture hookah guy. If you guys could do that, I would greatly appreciate it.
I can't wait to see
the hookah pop culture guy.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Please. Please. That was amazing. That was great. All right. So that was not the only reason that we called you here today, Chris. And I need to get some minor setup done to do this, to get it ready in order for us to be able to participate in this next part of the show. And to be able to do that, I need to ask that you guys vamp for just a little while I get this ready.
So, Chris, it's been a while. Last time you were on the show, what were you hosting? Were you guesting? What was it?
I've guest hosted once. That was my first time, actually, because I think Matt was traveling or doing something for work. And then I was a guest another time.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the topics because all I do is basically just rant about everything that's in my brain. And
so it seems like you're pretty good at ranting. Like, this is a bit of a bait question. Like, what else do you do out there in the world of the world? Like, you seem like someone who's versed at entertaining and being the man, the people's man. Like, what are you up to these days? What is the Noobsauce putting out?
Recently, a bunch of nothing. I've just retired from my job.
Okay.
I'm waiting. I find out on the 25th of this month if I'm officially retired. So it's super nerve-wracking, and I've been on vacation for a month doing absolutely nothing, basically staying up all night until 5 in the morning with Paul and Jeremy playing Borderlands these past 3 days. And our sleep schedule has been utterly torn asunder. We have no social lives anymore, and very rarely are we on hangs because we're just grinding out Borderlands 3. That's fun.
A lot of video games. You do Twitch, right?
Twitch, I wouldn't even plug it. It's kind of just a hobby thing that I enjoy doing once in a while. I know a couple people get on there, like Brandon Opperman's usually on there. Jeremy, Bracken, you'll pop in. Matt comes in with his sassiness sometimes and says one or two things, and yeah, a couple people drop in there. Travis Green's usually in there watching when he's at work, actually not doing any work, but he's
getting paid to watch you stream.
Getting paid to watch me stream as he smokes.
What's that like? Do you enjoy it?
No. Hence why I don't do it that much. It's kind of just something I have, like if I'm bored throughout the day, if I'm not in the middle of doing hookah reviews and stuff like that. Speaking of hookah reviews, I'm actually doing reviewing 3 pipes. I have a somewhat of a sponsored review coming up in the term that they basically lent me the pipes. So that is a sponsorship to check out the pipes and give my 3 cents on the pipe. And so the ATH hookah pipe reviews will be coming out shortly.
For the people at home listening, what does ATH stand for? You know, because this is something pretty cool that I knew you were up to, and I wanted to ask you about it if we get the chance. But what is ATH? What is that?
I don't have it written anywhere, but it's a Dahlia tobacco hookah.
Okay.
I think it's like a brand. So it's not only Adalia Tobacco. It's since Adalia Tobacco is the company, now it's Adalia Tobacco hookahs. And I think the hookahs are pretty cool. They are a traditional style hookah where now they added all the modern features that we've come to love: a modular design, a better purge, stainless steel, basically hoses that can connect without basically having to have grommets if you get their hoses that just plug right in. They have stainless steel models, they have a lounge model, and they have a BA collection, which I like to call the badass collection, where basically it has to do with it being like all brass. You having like a boho base, really nice, 24 karat gold painted on, like all hand blown glass, etched artwork by hand. And if you're curious of anything that ATH actually has, you can check out their Instagram, and they have a cool little video, because I know me and you like videos on how things are made. And Adalia Tobacco Hookah, they have a cool video of them actually in production making it. It's kind of more of like a trailer of what to expect from the overall product, but it's really cool. So go on Instagram and check it out. It's a nice video.
Shared to the Facebook page or something.
Yeah, I need to get them. But yeah, so that will be coming out, and then I want to do some more reviews, maybe something on lemongrass from Alpha Kama, maybe something on Lady Killer from Adalia, and maybe something from, I don't know, another
lemongrass.
flavor.
Is that different from lemon ginger?
There we go.
You know, that's one flavor that has been out that people have raved over that I have not had that chance to get my hands on.
It's so very good. All right, I am ready for the next segment if you guys are ready as well. All right, so this segment right now is called Odd Hookah Gadgets, and this is what we're going to be doing. This is a legitimate reaction show. That is what I'm trying to get at the moment. Is I want your guys' reactions, and we're going to go through a bunch
of bullshit out of my mouth.
Is that first of all, is this the Shisha Presso?
This is the Shisha Presso. You know it. You love it. You've heard about it before. This is the Shisha Presso. This thing was an interesting gadget that was put together with the idea that you buy the bowl and then you buy these little pods and you just throw the pod in there and then you throw your heat on top of it. It's like a silicone bowl. Would either one of you at any time did either of you guys ever want to deal with this?
I bought that. Boy,
you spent your money on this.
Let me tell you something, boy. Let me tell you something. This shit is hot garbage. Okay, I remember I said I wasn't gonna curse. I wasn't gonna. This fucking shit is hot trash. This is the worst fucking product you could ever buy. The bowls are just. First of all, let's talk about the fucking bowl. Okay, can't use the bowl on anything else other than these pods. So you have a bowl that's dedicated only to the pods, right? The pods, which basically it's like you're smoking rat manure inside, like fucking I don't know, a God of Gods wrapper inside a fucking like hookah drama, like all the bad shit in your life you're literally putting on in a bowl that is useless with a pod, and then putting coals of sadness on top of it, and you're smoking it. This thing was $6 when I bought it with the bowl, because the guy was trying to just give them away. But he was like, would you like to try this for $6? And me not knowing any better, I was like, yeah, sure, this looks cool. I went back, I tried it. It was utter sadness.
What flavor? What flavor did you try?
I think it was like I don't know, like.
Did it even taste like?
Was it? Did you try the flavor?
The closest thing I can compare it to is basically, the sadness when you disappoint your parents. Amplify that by 5. Put it in a bowl, make it taste like grape, and then smoke it. It's terrible. It's the worst thing ever. Stay so clear away from this product.
Was it by any chance called the flavor that you tried? Was it called double asshole flavor?
No, that's reserved for one person, and he can smoke a kilo of it.
So there's our first little hookah gadget.
Man.
Do you guys remember when Hookah John made a video on this stuff?
No.
Oh God, it was wonderful. He did this whole bit where he's like, you got the ladies coming over and you're just like shaking it and you're like, hey babe, how you doing? You want to smoke some hookah? It's very cringy, and I highly recommend you go and check it out.
We'll have to get that on the Facebook page.
Please do.
Definitely,
please do.
So we can watch that.
All right, let's move on to our next item of odd hookah gadgetry. You guys, I'm sure, have seen this before. I'm sure you guys are at least slightly familiar with this idea. This is an electric coal. Now, I picked this one to show off, but there's many other different variations and different kinds of this, obviously. But like they always seem to circulate every little while. Am I right? Like every once in a while, we'll hear about a new electric coal heating source for a hookah and stuff. They're usually all garbage. They're usually all bad for multiple different reasons. But my question to you guys is, have you guys ever tried one? And more importantly, have you ever wanted to try one of these?
I personally would love to have a good one that works.
Okay.
That's the key.
I've never tried one. First of all, let's take a look at the packaging.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a very popular backwards brand, Shisha Hookah.
Yeah. Besides it looking like a kilo of Nakla, I don't think I would even go near this box because it looks like it's probably brand new, and the box itself looks like it's already been sitting on the shelf for about 10 years. So I think if you plug this thing in,
It'll blow up.
It's probably gonna call like the CIA on you for being an idiot. Like it has an idiot alarm built in. Actually, it doesn't actually heat up anything, but heat up all the savagery that will come when you actually use the product.
Okay, maybe you guys know this. You know when you buy a brand new coil burner and you turn it on for the very first time and it like cooks all the warehouse off of it, and it always smells to me like tuna. What if that? Oh man, I could just imagine like you put your bowl and you plug it in, and then you just get like Star Kissed. That's the flavor. Tony the tuna, man. Just that's so gross.
If you use this, your bowl instantly tastes like shit kiss. That's what happens.
What is it, like a vagina air freshener? I thought it was like heating cold. Like what the hell?
No,
is it?
like Star Kissed is the brand of tuna that you could buy in the store, right?
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's chicken of the sea, right?
Chicken of the sea. They got the tuna fish with a face and like the French mustache. I don't know. It's what you buy, but like I would imagine like a bad one of these just completely corrupting the bowl.
Now, has any of your viewers actually used one of these?
I don't know. I'd love to hear. Have you guys ever used one of these? Let us know in the chat right now if you guys have ever used the Shisha Espresso, like Chris had to, sadly, or if you've ever used any of these electric charcoal items.
In case you wanted to steal the idea, they have a patent number on it.
Yeah, careful.
I don't know how real that is, but there is one listed.
Patent number on shit.
I'm pretty sure you can go to Alibaba and buy a wholesale of these if you want to just go into business.
It's even colored brown, just to tell you what you're getting into. Like,
all right.
What does it say on the box? Without fire, smokeless, odorless, no co.
No co. That's all it is. All right, let's move on to the next item. Let's move on to the next odd hookah gadget. Okay, I want to rip this one a new one, and I want to say for the price of that this thing was asking to be bought for when it first came out, it is absolute and total garbage, and it was appealing to the most basic of hookah smokers, and it was also doing its best to try and make it seem like it was a necessity or something that was needed for any reason at all. Now, with all that being said, I totally fucking wanted one of these things the first time that I saw it.
I did too. It had like a good idea, right? Like, everybody needs a coil burner, and those little like vacuums with the funnel on them. What are those called? Hookah Starter Pros.
Yeah,
those things sell like hotcakes.
Yeah, they do.
And that's what this is, right? It's got the vacuum and the blower, and the charcoal bucket.
Like let's be honest. No one, like very few like hookah smokers have like a very appealing setup as far as like where you can light your coals and how you're gonna start it and stuff like that. So this thing made it seem like, oh man, you have like an espresso machine like in your hookah setup. Like it's supposed to like make it look nice, make it look appealing.
This was something that you were supposed to put on your kitchen counter to make it seem like you were a sophisticated hookah smoker.
Yeah,
you were a true enthusiast. Because what was the name of this?
I remember watching the video on this, and after watching the video, I was like, "Oh, I need this. This is amazing."
It was a really good video.
It was. And
what was the name of this?
It's the Shisha Vac. That's the name of it.
Shisha Vac.
Yeah, and somebody in the Captain Wetbeard gets the comment of the day 100% because he just said it's the Keurig of hookah.
Well, maybe, but that could also be the Shisha Presso.
What's the price on it now, Matt?
Well, okay, so I have a funny story about this because I was going to local shops. Whenever I go to a new town, new city, I always try to find a hookah shop that I can go and invade and try to get something from, right? And I go there and I find some stuff, some tobacco or whatever, and then I notice out of the corner of my eye behind like 3 other boxes, they have one of these things over there. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to buy that from you. I really want to buy it. And they're like, all right, let me go check what the price is. And they wanted $300 for this thing. And I told them, I said, you are never going to sell that thing for $300. I said, I will give you $100 right now to buy that.
That's a lot more than I would have asked.
I agree. I think that $100 is still too much, but I was trying to haggle and swaggle, and I knocked him down $200 if I could get it. And they looked at me and they said, you know how much we paid for this thing? And I told them straight to their face, that says, that was years ago, and this thing has literally cost you more money than you'll ever make back at this point. I will give you $100. And the guy turned me down, so I said, okay, never mind.
That's when you just look at him, you'd be like, here's my number. In 1 year, when the dust has rebuilt back up on that, because I'm not here to knock it off, I'll buy it for $50.
That's what I should have done. I should go back to that store.
So really quickly, let's just break it down real quick. So I'm on the website, and it's still $300, but they have it sold out, right? Because they don't make it anymore. So on the left there, the leftmost nozzle, I guess, or port, that is supposed to blow air through your hookah to dry it off, and it has a replaceable air filter. They thought people were gonna buy replaceable air filters for this thing.
It's like, it sucks air in one hole and it blows air out of the other at the same time. So like one of those holes is always doing something regardless if you're using it, which I thought was pretty funny.
That's a different story. But then the electric coal burner gets up to 800 degrees Celsius. Isn't that the same thing as your $5 coal burner? Like,
yes,
isn't that the same temperature?
Absolutely.
For $300, they're selling you a not even a stainless steel piece of shit.
I'm not calling anybody out in this video, but so far I've called Hookah John out for trying to push the Shisha Espresso. You guys remember Jack made not Jack, what's his name? Jacob John, Hookah Rev. Yeah.
Hookah Rev, he did make a video.
He made a video about this, and if you want to,
I bet you though he did not pay $300.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. If you want to go and watch another cringe-worthy video, go and check out his video for this as well. It's pretty fantastic. You'll enjoy it quite a bit.
Like, you could spend $300 on this, or you could spend $15 on a coil burner and $10 on a Hookah Starter Pro.
Yeah, Hookah Rev did a video that's 20 minutes long on it too.
Go watch it. Go watch that video.
We have to tag him and give him an abnormally large amount of grief for this product.
Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our next odd hookah gadget.
If he still has it, I wonder if he would like give it away.
Oh, I would totally give him $50 for it.
No, I said give it away. Don't add money to it.
All right, so this next
a replaceable air cartridge, so add another $5 to that.
So this next product is totally in line with the odd hookah product. All right, it's absolutely an odd hookah product. I don't know if it's good or bad. I've never used it. I've seen it multiple times, and once again, not calling anybody out. But
Smoker
Pass also did a video on this next one, so we're gonna have some fun with this. But you guys remember the Smart Funnel hookah tobacco dispenser? Do you guys remember this?
I remember this. I kind of wanted. I almost bought.
I wanted one. I totally wanted one. You kidding me? Like, you could do mixes inside of it.
You've been to my house.
I have.
You've seen how messy my packing station can get.
It's pretty fucking messy.
Yeah. Now it's not, because my girlfriend cleaned it all off. Bless her soul. But this thing, I
made
thought
easier by his pack mat.
Yeah. I thought maybe this would be more beneficial because, like, say there's one flavor that you're going to be smoking a lot of, and at the time I was still cutting up AF because it was so clumpy, right? So I thought this thing would be amazing, and then I read reviews, and it's apparently hot trash. It's like a salad tosser for your shisha.
Yeah, you spin it one way and it mixes.
Yes.
And then, like, if you turn it the other way, it like opens the flap and just like poops your shisha into your bowl.
Bracken, we should buy the patent on this, and we should start making our own. And you know what we should call it?
You lost me at buy.
The corn circle.
Oh, Lord.
Robert Pope just said that in the chat. Another hot fire comment coming from the chat right now.
I remember seeing this on the Old School Smoker Pass channel.
Yeah.
And like he was trying to do it justice in his video, but you could tell it just did not work. Like, I don't know how you fake it. But Oh man, I wonder if he still has this. This is probably something you throw out when you move. You're like, I'm not even gonna pack that up. Not worth my time.
We're gonna have to find out. Does anybody
I mean, it's only $20 right here on
Ooh.
Hookah Shisha. It
In
was
stock?
$24. You can save $5. Shop now, buy it now, and save yourself $5.
They probably still have the original inventory they bought when it came out.
So wait a minute. I can get this new in box for $20.
Yeah, it holds up to 300 grams of shisha.
Oh my
Dispenses your tobacco directly into your bowl. Yeah, well,
Everybody
that.
watching the AM Hookah podcast right now, do you want to see me do a review for the Smart Funnel Hookah Tobacco Dispenser? Do you want
let's
to
do it
see
like
that?
this. Hookah Shisha. If you catch this, Sean, Adam, any of those guys over there, send us one, and we would like to use it, and maybe we can revive this product
We'll call
on
it
the
corner circle.
podcast.
Can we be honest for a second? If you're doing a catering service, right?
No.
Oh, there's a bunch of flavors,
No.
a very specific flavor mix that everyone is doing, and you want to do a bunch of bowls. Is this a practical item?
I think it really depends on how well it poops the shisha.
Well, according to this picture, it looks wonderful.
Yeah, it looks like right after taco night.
Oh my god! All right, moving on to the next odd hookah gadget
was
that we
the
have.
smart funnel.
Yeah, which one has been your guys' favorite so far? We got the smart hookah funnel.
What do
We
you
have
mean
this shisha
favorite?
vac,
Favorite? What do you mean favorite?
We have the
I don't
electric
have a
charcoal,
favorite.
and we have the
This is crap.
shisha espresso.
I think my Chris's reaction to the shisha espresso was my favorite, but like I don't think any of these.
You're like you gave me a first class ticket to the land of disappointment, showing me all this stuff. Like, this is crazy.
Captain
Smart funnel might be something we need to buy.
Captain Whitbeard just said, I have seen a lounge use these, one smart funnel for each flavor. That sounds like hell.
Wow.
That sounds like hell. All right, let's move on to our
Just
next.
touch your shisha.
Yeah.
Just touch it.
So here's our next one. This one's
No.
this one's basic. This one's simple. This one, and the reason why I picked this is because recently there were some conversations happening over on Hookah University about wanting to buy a multiple hosed hookah, and I said no, just buy a single hose hookah. And I didn't think of it until just now, but maybe this is the
Big
answer
maybe,
to
dude.
their problems.
Listen, if you wanted to review sex toys, start a different channel. I'm not coming on here and
How
talking
does-
about your
how does-
plug fantasies.
How does
Like,
this work?
It's happening, dude.
How does this work?
Well, you know how it works. It goes up,
No, okay, stop. No more. No, that's fine. That's fine. No more. No need to continue
I've
with that.
actually used one of these.
In what way?
I never owned one.
Okay.
But I had a friend that he owned one.
that product sums up Bracken's like Friday night.
It was it was very early on, probably the first couple months of me smoking hookah. Like, this guy was like, "Yeah, I smoke hookah," and I went over to his house, and he pulled out some rusty, nasty looking gas station rig, and he was like, "Hey, don't worry, we don't even have to share hoses." And he pulled this thing out, and basically he didn't have enough grommets, and he just tried to force it in with we didn't even use paper towels at the time.
Oh, I was gonna ask. Okay.
It was the most disappointing thing ever.
So, question about this odd gadget: does it have ball bearings in it so that you don't have to worry about putting your thumb over your hose, or do you still have to put your thumb over it?
I feel like it's not doing anything else. It's not helping you out.
it only splits your hose port into two. The one that we had was I think it was a Sahara Smoke one.
I believe it.
And you remember the Sahara Smoke threading?
Oh yeah.
You had maybe 2 or 3 months, and then it went to shit.
Oh yeah.
See, I know what Matt's doing right now. He's
Right.
getting everyone hyped for these shit ass products.
No, I'm
We're
not
gonna
buying any
review
of these.
all of them.
I'm not buying any of these.
He raided his antique hookah drawer and found all these crappy things that he bought 5 years ago, and he's like, "How do I make this relevant?"
No, Matt, now you have to. You put the anticipation out to the channel. You have to review these products. Now
I
you
don't-
have a responsibility to the people, to the Robert Popes of the world, to get this product and get the knowledge out there.
I'm gonna go ahead and say you don't.
Thank you, Bracken, for saving me.
We don't need to put this on the podcast. You can revive the Matt Dezen channel if you'd like. But this,
Robert Pope says that he's got one of these. Robert Pope actually has one of these.
He's got one of
use it?
them.
Do you use it, Robert? Do you like it? Is it enjoyable for you? How is your experience using the double butt plug? Moving
Oh
on.
God.
Moving
It
on.
combines two farts into one.
moving on. Here we go.
I remember these.
This is the glider bowl. The way this works is that you'd put two different kinds or the same tobacco into these two different slotted areas, and you'd put charcoal on the side that you were smoking. And when you were ready to either mix it up or go to a new session, you could then move your charcoal over to the next side and also smoke on that one as well.
You know what's terrible about this is that they actually made knockoffs of these.
That is
They
wonderful.
actually made the silicone versions of these.
This is silicone right here. This is absolutely
Oh, it
silicone.
is silicone.
Yes.
It looks like hard plastic to me.
That definitely is hard plastic. It's shiny.
That is not silicone.
It might be hard plastic. You're right. That would be horrible. Why would you smoke hard plastic?
I don't know. That's the reason. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I almost bought one of these. They were in my smoke shop. They had them on sale for $5.
You bought one?
No, I picked it up and I was like, this feels like hard plastic. Like this is like, I'm putting charcoal on this? No, thank you. Gave it back. I bought a clay bowl.
Jeremy Bird, with the most obvious comment of the evening so far, says trash.
Oh my God! They made a version 2 of it.
Yeah, they reinvented it because apparently they made enough money off the first round to make a second round. I mean, it's just like a piece of metal hot glued to a hard plastic bowl with like 12 holes, like not even to mention airflow. Like what?
Once again, not trying to call anybody out in any way, but I do believe there's a reviewer that did a review of the glider bowl, if I'm not mistaken.
Who was it?
They're $24 too, by the way.
20.
And they come in 5 different colors.
Oh, okay. Can I get blue?
And yes, they have blue.
So this is the same price as a Hookah John bowl or an alpaca bowl.
Dude, it's plastic. That's a plastic bowl. Dude, it is.
It would be unsafe to smoke. This would give.
This is where cancer comes from.
Literally, this is it. This is where it all. This is the only place. In fact, if you stay away from it, then you can be fine.
Well, at least it has an aluminum lid.
We are not healthcare professionals, and we don't speak from that. So
yeah,
don't take
talk
their
to a
advice.
doctor. Talk to a doctor, not me.
Talk to a doctor to seek professional advice. Don't take anything we say.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There is 13 reviews of this bowl by
Real people?
Hookah Nuka.
Hookah Nuka, that's who I was thinking of. Yes, Hookah Nuka has a review of this
Adam
bowl.
Rice.
Adam Rice has a. Oh my gosh, this is so fantastic. Is it
How
on
many
Hookah
of them?
Beyond?
How many of them got compensated to make their review?
Oh, they probably got this for free. Like,
So a hookahologist just said, I almost bought one of these. I thought about it, and it looked like it would give me LP. I'm not sure what is LP. Limited perception.
LPI?
I don't know. You have to let us know what LPI is. Hookahologists, I kind of feel like you should buy one of these, and you should do a review for this.
No,
I feel like you
cannot
should.
tell anybody who we know to smoke this.
All right, never mind. Don't buy one of these. Don't smoke.
Yeah,
with
I've
it.
got asbestos coals that you can use. Robert Pope says this worked, but it was very sad.
I think he was talking about the dual smoking
okay,
thing.
the 2 farts to 1 combiner.
Yes. Okay, so this
Matt, have you ever used one of these?
I've never used one of these. I never ever did. Hookah Tech has this weird flip bowl. Do you guys remember that one? I didn't take a picture of that.
Yes, the flip bowl.
Yes.
I had one of those. This is one of the first bowls I ever bought.
I did kind of
flip.
I did kind of
No,
want one of those.
not the flip, not the upside down bowl.
No, not the dragon flip. Yeah, I'm talking about
It was
the
the bowl
Hookah Tech.
that it had 2 metal pieces, and you put the shisha inside of them and screwed it together, and then it had a little handle that you screwed in on the side, and the base of it would hold the disc, and there were holes on both sides. So the premise was like you put your charcoal on top and you smoke it until, I don't know, it tastes bad, so probably 30 or 40 seconds, and then you take your coals off, or when you change your coals, you knock them off, and you turn it over so that you can smoke. I guess in premise it was like I guess you could smoke the fresh shisha on the bottom.
Yes, that
but
was
what
the
always
idea.
got me was like, isn't that where all the juices have been dripping?
Yes, which was also a big problem. Look up the Hookah Tech Flip Bowl. Also, in case you guys want to watch some reviews for the Glider Bowl, there are reviews from both Strictly Shisha, Hookah Nuka, and also Hookah Chef. All did a video on the Glider Bowl, so please go and look those up. And
If you
also,
find a comment and say, how could you? Hold reviewers accountable.
I saw that you did this review from the AM Hookah Podcast channel. How could you, as Bracken said. Okay,
Oh man.
let's move on to our next item. And this one's fun. This one's a fun item that we got going on. This is something I've never seen before. I found it on Alibaba. I thought it was odd hookah tech. I don't even have anything negative to say about it. I just want to hear what your guys' instant reactions are for this. These are a pair of tongs that have a notch in them so that you are able to grab a bowl that may be hot that you need to take off your hookah. And yeah, what do you guys think about this little invention?
Get over it.
I've seen them, but if you have delicate hands, maybe hookah isn't for you. Wow, I feel like, sometimes bowls get stuck. So I feel like if you're trying to work it and all of a sudden you put too much pressure, that bowl's gonna go flying in the opposite direction. Like, that's just gonna be bad news for everyone. I feel, I remember when you guys were saying before, I think the hookahologist needs to buy some of these products and do some reviews on it.
So my problem with this pair of tongs is they look really small in his hands, especially. I feel like if you have a hot bowl, you're going to burn yourself with these tongs. Like, it's going to heat up your tongs to the point where it's going to be too hard to hold.
Maybe.
What kind of bowl are you using? What are they made out of? Like,
well, that's a golf ball bowl.
Oh, that's terrible.
I can see that.
So the tongs are that small. Is the bowl even smaller? Because the bowl looks tiny. What is that, 5 gram bowl?
It's really proficient photoshopping done.
There you go.
In that, I've seen these. I'd never bought a pair. For me, it was always a gimmick because that the metal that they make these tongs out of is just like tin foil that they unraveled from a Coke can. Like, it's not good metal.
That's fantastic.
I would never use one of these.
Okay, so we have our very last hookah, our very last odd hookah gadget. And I got this one because I was looking for a different bowl product and I couldn't find it. And I was able to find this one instead. I'm going to try to explain what the other product is as well, but I thought this was too good not to share. So I have to introduce you guys to the hookah water bowl.
Yo, I've seen these. They make them with, who makes it? Pharaoh has a bowl.
I'm amazed at the Photoshop skills yet again, that whole bottle of water is able to go. How either this bowl is gigantic or that's the world's smallest bottle of water, because it's going full stream into that bowl, so it's not even full yet. Look at that. It's amazing. No, absolutely fucking not. That is hot garbage. I mean, I do like the little, like,
do you see the caution hot water sign on there?
Because it's going to get hot.
Oh my gosh. What is the point? I don't get it.
So they skipped out on actually making a good product and said, let's make something out of like porcelain or cheap like glazed clay, right? And they just add the water to cool it down. It's fine. And that would just be the selling point.
Jeremy just hit the nail on the head with the bowl that I was trying to find. It is the Sahara H2O bowl.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yes.
It's got these little holes.
Yes.
It looks like the bowl itself is in capacity for like where the tobacco goes is pretty small. But like, imagine like half an inch of diameter around the bowl, and there's this tiny little hole like where you pour water in, and like I guess like they wanted you to freeze it.
Oh, hold on, I'm finding it for us.
So if you ever want,
yes, right there.
What?
No one will ever know how old I am.
So if you ever wanted to smoke out of a toilet bowl, or smoke out of
1600, huh?
Oh yeah, I've seen these.
And you're supposed to like freeze it, right? And my whole thing was like, well, how the fuck are you gonna heat up your bowl?
You were supposed to freeze this bowl. You were supposed to put this bowl with water in it in the freezer.
You could. They really just wanted you to put water in it, but like on Reddit back in the day, people were like, yeah, you can freeze them. Keeps your bowls from overheating. Like, what? That was a long time ago, though. People have definitely gotten a little bit smarter.
So I think that I love the fact that this bowl comes in 3 different varieties, and I like to believe that they wanted you to use, or 4 different, because this is a different one than these 3 actually. I like the thought that like they wanted you to buy a bowl based around what it is that you were going to smoke, so that you'd have to have one for each one.
Can we be a little serious? Those bowls aren't like the ugliest bowls.
No. I think you are absolutely wrong in saying that. That is god awful.
I think they have a different aesthetic to them. They're not terrible. I've seen worse bowls. But instead of actually just making thicker clay to insulate the heat, they just decided to use less product.
More water.
And more water. Same thing with the H2O bowls. They could have took that whole thing and actually made a good bowl with the
All the
product.
clay.
Yeah, with all the clay. But they said, you know what? I don't know. It's like that meme where the people are in the office room, right? And they're like, we need to make a better game. And people are like, oh, we should charge them more money, or put pay to win features. And the one guy stands up and has a really good idea. He's like, maybe we should make a compelling storyline. And they throw him out the window. That they threw the guy out the window. Who had a smart idea, and then they made this shit.
Can we buy this? Like, I'm really tempted to buy one.
I don't know where you could even order it from. I found this on Google Images. Very quickly, Jenica just said that the glider bowl has a 4.2 stars on Amazon.
But you can't buy it on Amazon. I looked really quick because I was gonna buy it.
So it has the reviews, but it's not for sale.
Not for sale. That's always the best way to get product out. So
yeah, Matt, you need to do something with all this fun products that you have.
Which bowl do you prefer, the H2 bowl or the hot water bowl?
Both of them. They're equally as bad and deserve a place on the mantle.
Go back to the original, Matt. All right, hear me out. Make the cup bigger so it holds more water. Put a tea bag in it. And make tea while you're smoking. When you're done smoking, you can have some tea.
That's ingenious. Why'd you have to say that on the podcast that people are listening to? Now we have to deal with people trying to take our fucking ideas.
They can have it.
Yeah, I was like, are you really worried about that idea getting out to the public? If people want to kill themselves,
Oh, man.
All right, so now...
I wonder how long it takes for microfracture.
Now, before you put
20
the
minutes?
coal on it. So now we have to do the very hard task of picking the best of the odd hookah gadgets. Scrolling back up to the very beginning of our list today, we have the shisha espresso. We have the electric charcoal. We have the shisha vac, the smart funnel, the dull butt plug, the glider bowl, the tong bowl, the bowl tongers, and we have the hot water bowl. Everybody has one vote on which they would like to vote for. And everybody in the chat, please let us know what your favorite odd hookah gadget is as well. So, Chris, which one of these products?
Hot water bowl. Fucking buy it now.
No.
I need it.
Which is your favorite product that we looked at today, Chris?
Hot water bowl. Like, I want one.
I'm going to buy you one for your birthday. When's your birthday, Chris?
All right. December. I'll be in Florida.
Oh, Bracken will buy it for you for your birthday then.
Just come down to Florida. You can stay with me and we can try it out together. How about that?
Oh, I can convince my wife to let me go to Florida to try this hot water bowl. That makes sense.
Yeah, Bridget loves me.
Yeah, exactly. What about you, Bracken?
Matt, you go next. What out of all of these wonderfully talented products is your favorite?
I think I have to go with the classic. I think I have to go.
What do you mean the classic?
Oh, this is definitely the classic. This is the
classic nightmare.
This is the classic right here. The shisha vac is the thing that made us all think that we could be sophisticated by putting a very cool looking piece of modern technology for our hookah smoking needs.
I hate you because you're right.
I know I am.
He's not wrong. I
Bracken?
want Bilu to get one of these products and review it.
Bracken?
And then I want him to axe kick the shit out of that product.
Oh man. So I think I'm gonna go with the electric charcoal based on the idea that I think that this is a product that in the future, one day, I will use and enjoy. In its current form, hell no. You're not catching me putting that on my hookah. But if somebody can figure out a way to, have an electric coal, yeah, maybe you could use it like when you're out of charcoal or something. I don't know.
Bracken, how about this? I'm gonna be down there in December. We scrounge up some money. We get Matt to Florida for a weekend. We buy all these products, and we do videos on them.
I love this idea, Bracken.
Maybe.
For
I have to
sure.
decide like if I want to use that glider bowl. Like that would actually kill you.
What about you guys in the chat? What was your favorite odd hookah gadget that we looked at today? Is it the
they're
classic?
like talking about the bowl tongers, just
bowl
because you
tongers.
called it bowl tongers.
What else could it be called? Bowl tongers is the best name for it. I'm gonna buy it because I'm sure because it's on Alibaba, and we're gonna make AM Hookah bowl tongers.
Doesn't that mean you have to buy like 500 of them?
I will do it in a heartbeat.
I'll put some fucking bowl tongers on someone's head real fucking fast.
Oh my gosh, Chris, this was a fantastic episode. I'm so glad that you're able to join us. I knew that talking about hookah trash would be the best way to interact with you.
Well, I really enjoyed the game. You kept my mind off of Borderlands 3, so it was really fun. I had a good time with the game. I think that's something you need to keep doing with people who come on here because it's very fun. But yeah, everyone can bow down before your fucking god, and I can start cursing because the last 5 minutes. So I did good.
We got to 13 and a half for me and 14 for you, so you fucking beat me. Congratulations.
Man.
So, yes, this was a fun time. We appreciate you guys coming over to the AM Hookah Podcast channel and catching us every Monday, 6:30 Central Standard Time, right here on YouTube.com/AM Hookah. Hit that sub button, hit that bell icon so you know that the moment that we go live, make sure you check out AM Hookah Facebook group so you can figure out what the prompt of the week is for your picture of the week so you can possibly get shoved into the world of the internet and we can show off your stuff. And then also, yeah, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Find us on Twitter, AM Hookah Podcast, on Instagram, AM Hookah Podcast there as well. You can find me doing stuff right here on the AM Hookah Podcast channel as well as the group. And I hang out in Hookah University every once in a while. Chris, if people want to go and find you, where can they go looking?
All right, guys. So yeah, you can check out my YouTube channel. Type in DR.Noobsauce in the search bar. Hit that subscribe button because I really need it, and I have a really shallow ego, and I need those likes and subscribes because I wake up every day and I look at it, and if the number goes down, I think of killing myself.
Hey,
so please go, please like and subscribe and do all that good stuff. But I have a new video coming out. It's going to be reviews on the ATH hookah, and it's going to be reviews on some flavors, getting back into the game now that I'm relieved of my admin duties. So I'm able to have a ton of free time and check out a bunch of cool stuff on my channel. If you like some gaming stuff, some hookah stuff, whatever you like. And do you guys still do stuff with Pipe Dream Hookah? Does Adrian still do stuff?
Yeah. Adrian was sadly unable to attend today's episode, but if you guys are looking for hookah reviews, unboxings, and hookah stuff like that, head on over to Pipe Dream Hookah as well. He is the A in the AM Hookah, obviously. Bracken, if people are looking for you on the internet, where might they find you?
Yeah, I am a moderator at Hookah University, so you can find me over there moderating. If you say inappropriate things, I might be the one to shut you down. Other than that, you can find me in the hangs. Yeah, I don't know what that action is, but that's what I do.
Bandhammer.
Oh,
fishing. Oh, is that
the dad fishing motion?
Oh, okay. I also just started a new Instagram, so if you want to follow that, it's Pack It, Poke It, Smoke It. You can find me on Instagram. I take really awesome photography. I'm trying to be like artistic, and it's all hookah related. So you can check me out there. Go give me a follow. Trying to hit 100. And other than that, you cannot see me on the show every week. I'm in the background, but I'm here.
Yes, you are. You're here.
We gotta get some shirts, Bracken, man. I would like to wear a shirt. Pack it, poke it, smoke it.
All right, we'll work on that.
Yes, we definitely need to get that shirt made. But thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it as always. In case you did not know, we are a weekly show right here on YouTube. Please share the video, drop a like on the video, and in case I don't get to talk to you again with my incredibly hoarse voice, hope you're enjoying what you got going on, and keep on smoking. Bye.
Nay.